Good evening. So, we've got a pretty big snowstorm happening. Let me do this. So what happened today was, started climbing up the canyon, basically, and I met another thru-hiker, Arizona Trail thru-hiker, and she's got a lot of experience. She hiked the PCT twice and has done all the big three trails. And anyway, she was drying her stuff out, like her tent and stuff, from the previous night. So I went on ahead of her, and she and I discussed it would probably be good to get to the 10-mile mark where there's a good water source. And so I climbed up the mountain, and I got to the water source, and it was really, really windy, very exposed, and snowing. And I got 2 liters of water there. I did not filter it. I just put it in my pack. And I kept on moving because I had to get off that exposed ridge. And I climbed down, and actually the girl, the other thru-hiker, she had told me that there's camping somewhere around the water source. So at one point I stopped and I found a comment for the water source that said, you go down from the water source and then climb up to the top and then go for about a half mile, and there's camping spots within the pine trees. Well, the pine trees is basically now a burn area. So what I did was I kept walking past the burn area, and I set up in a small stand of aspen trees. So we have, I don't know how much snow we got. It's looking like it's almost a foot of snow. But I believe we've gotten the most of it. I was having real trouble with my shelter with the snow encroaching along the sides of it. So I just went out and I cleared the sides of it. So I'm hoping that that'll be good until the morning. I saw there was like a winter weather advisory until 11 a.m. But I would get out of here before 11 a.m. And my guess is it would probably slow down before then. It's already slowed down. Before, when I first set up my shelter, the wind was really blowing and snowing pretty hard. Now the wind has really subsided, but the snow is continuing to come down, so it is still accumulating a little bit. So I don't know where the other girl, the other thru-hiker, I don't know where she stopped. I don't even know if she made it to the water source. There wasn't much between here and the water source. There really wasn't many places to set up a shelter. Maybe if you walked in the woods a bit, I guess. So I hope she's all right. She's very experienced, so I'm sure she is. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. I've been warm. I have been warm. It took me a little while to warm up, but I have plenty of, well, they were dry clothes. A puffy, a fleece hoodie, a windbreaker. I have rain pants on. They kept me really warm. I was shivering when I got in my sleeping bag at first. And I also had 2 pair of dry socks. So all that has kept me pretty warm. Sorry, I can't really see my eyes and face. All that has kept me pretty warm. I was just concerned about what, would the shelter sort of collapse. And there's tons of condensation. So, I guess looking forward, I'm 15 miles from the Kaibab Lodge. They don't have any openings there. I checked that before we left. I don't have cell coverage where I'm at right now. But it wouldn't be nice to stop in if they're even open. But they're a couple miles off trail, so I'm going to have to think about that. I have plenty of food, so I can kind of wait out the storm. I mean, not really wait it out, but like even if it took me 2 days to get to Kaibab, just going 7 miles, I can. This storm's supposed to stop, like I said, at 11 a.m. So as long as I can walk out of here and make progress, then I feel like I'm fine. I look like the Grim Reaper or something. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's about it. The forecasts look pretty good in the upcoming week. So, you know, highs of like 60 or mid 60s and lows around 35. So I'm hoping I can just sort of trudge through this stuff until it melts and get to the North Rim and the Grand Canyon and South Rim. So, all right, that's about all I have right now. I'm going to bed. Good night. Welcome to day 4 of the Arizona Trail. I'm still in my shelter. I made it through the night. Everything's wet. A little opening there after I cleared the snow out, and I couldn't get that to shut. So the second half of the evening was a little colder than the first, but I'm okay. Really need to be able to dry out some stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's going to happen today because the weather forecast. I've seen different forecasts, like some sun, but then chances of rain throughout the day and snow. So, what else? It's fairly early. It's 6:30. I guess that's not early on trail. So I've eaten breakfast. I just need to pack up and get out of here. Plenty of options for water today, although I probably won't be needing much. But it's nice to know that it's there. So that's about it. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to a spot where I can get some cell reception and get a forecast for what today is going to be like. I'm pretty sure tomorrow and beyond is going to be sunny and nice. But today's the real question, because I would like to get this stuff dried out. So, all right, that's all I got. Okay, well, I didn't get a shot with my tent up, but hey, it's kind of a nice little spot, but the problem is the wind's coming from this direction. And so this side right here was getting just nailed with snow. So, I don't know if you can see it, but that's all I was like digging gopher holes with my mittens, trying to get the snow out. So, yeah, anyway, I'm ready to go, hoping that, this storm is supposed to be out by 11, and it's only 8:20, so, yeah, hoping the day clears up later. All right, I'm out. The Friday night snowstorm had lasted all night long, but I had survived. In the morning, me and the other hikers who had gotten caught out in the snowstorm retreated back to the Jacob Lake Inn for warmth and to dry out our gear. We spent the night, and then the next morning we hitched back out to the trail, where we would end up hiking through snow for the next 2.5 days. That, combined with the upcoming hike through the Grand Canyon, would end up keeping my average miles per day quite low at around 10. Not exactly the start to this hike that I was looking for.